Hello everyone. Well, I'm here at Walgreens waiting for them to give me my mother's medication. I called last night. They said it would be ready today, but they said I had to call in first today and then pick them up. Well, I don't have time now to call in the morning, wait for them to make it, and then pick it up. So I called again in the afternoon and said, please, can't you just make it? And that way I can just pick it up tomorrow with no issues. And so I'm here, and the guy that spoke to me yesterday said, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it right now. You can pick it up tomorrow morning. So right now I'm here at Walgreens at the drive-thru, and it's already been like about a minute that I'm just sitting here waiting for them to respond. And I have, oh my goodness, this is always an issue with Walgreens. So let's hope that I'm wrong and that whoever spoke to me last night actually put the order through so that I can just go give my mom her meds and I can go get to work, because I can't be to work late. I didn't work yesterday because of my finger, and this morning my finger's not doing any better, but at least I feel better, so I'm gonna get to work today. And I don't want to give my other coworker any kind of artillery or something to use against me. But I actually think, even though I didn't go to work yesterday, I actually think I sold something, so I'm interested to see. What is taking up so long, people? Come on, I called last night. They said they would have it ready so that I wouldn't have to call and then come back and then pick it up. It should be ready. What is up with that? Anyway, oh Lord, I have this like breathable mesh band-aid thingy on my finger, and it keeps coming loose.
$1.30 will go on the express pay?
Yes. And can we just confirm the name of the medication, because I want to make sure it's the correct.
Write your code on.
Okay, thank you. Do you need to see my ID?
Huh?
Do you need to see my ID?
No, I remember you.
Okay, alrighty. She remembers me, that's good. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, ouch. Wow. Walgreens had something ready on time. I am impressed, Walgreens. I used to have Walgreens and then I switched to Save Mart, because Walgreens was always, they always have issues. They always have problems. Even if my doctor would send them an email or call them, they would be like, we need written consent. I don't know. And maybe they're trying to cover all their bases. I don't know. I don't run a pharmaceutical company like they do. But sometimes it was just like, really? My doctor's calling you. You have his signature. He's faxed you a bunch of things. And yet you need a specific form. I don't know. So when that started to happen, I was like, bye. And I went to Save Mart, and Save Mart is a lot easier to deal with. I really like the head pharmacist there. He's really nice. He's Asian, and I'm trying to think of his name, but I can't think of his name. But he's really, really nice. And when I used to work at the phone industry, he'd be like, "So, what's the latest phone out there?" And we'd chat about that. But yeah, Walgreens, I'm not really impressed by their work, except today, because they actually had it ready today, so hooray. Okay, going back a couple of days. Thursday after work, what? Okay, I just got something, I don't know what it is. Anyway, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, on Wednesday after work, my finger kept bugging me, and it was bleeding the tip of it. So not the tip of the middle finger, but the tip where the nail grows. I just cut my nail wrong, and I just cut it off in the wrong angle. So as it was growing back, it was hurting, and so I cut it again, and this I think made the whole thing worse. And so I have this like red thing on the tip of on the corner, and it kept hurting. It doesn't hurt when I don't touch it, but I type all day or I text. Well, I text with my fingers, so that's fine. But with my thumbs, I mean. And it kept hurting, and I told the owner's boss, hey, I'm gonna go to. I felt silly going to the ER for, hey, my finger hurts, especially during this whole COVID-19 thing. And so I was like, but I wanted to get it looked at, so I went to urgent care. And then the doctor saw it and was like, yeah, your finger's infected, you need antibiotics. And she's like, go get Epsom salt, which I've never heard of. And I actually have a collection of different salts from all over the world. They're my pride. I love them. That's one of my most cherished collections. Pink salt from the Himalayas, salt from the Dead Sea. I have all kinds of salt. So when they said Epsom salt, I was like, I have not heard of this Epsom salt. How do I get to it? And then they were like, oh, it's in the first aid section. So I went and I got it. And then yesterday, anyway, that was on Wednesday. Thursday, I woke up and I was literally dizzy. I felt that my tongue was swollen, and I couldn't walk without like swaying. I felt like I was gonna puke, and I was like, "What is wrong with me?" I'm not like last time I checked, I have inguinal cervix, so I can't, this can't be like, I'm not like pregnant or anything. So why do I feel this way? And then I remember that the day before, on Wednesday, I had started taking that medication. And I usually don't look up the side effects of any medication because I take a lot of meds that I've taken over the years. And 9 out of 10 times, I don't get the side effects. But I checked the side effects of this one, and it's like, oh my God. It was like, dizzy, check. Swollen tongue, check. Vertigo, check. Loss of appetite, check. Everything was like hitting me, and I was just like, oh, I felt so bad. And I even cried. I felt so bad because I'm trying to help the furniture store grow, and I was like, I can't go to work like this. First of all, and then feeling that way, that triggered my anxiety, and then my anxiety was going crazy, and then my vision started to like play tricks on me, and I was like, I've already hit Lemon Tree one time when I tried to drive while I was anxious. I'm like, I don't want to make lemonade again. I'm not gonna do it. So I texted both my boss and his wife, and I was like, this is going. And I know that my boss's wife, she saw the finger and everything, so they were like, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it, take care of it and everything. I was like, sorry. I felt really bad because, and well, I think, things change, because then during the day I kept getting messages from people that were online asking about things, and then I had somebody from Livingston drive all the way to Modesto to buy a set of a living room set. So I was just like, oh my goodness, I was able to get a sale and I wasn't even there. So I haven't been told if they went through with the sale. I know that they did show up. I called my boss's wife and she was like, yeah, they're right here. And I was just like desperate to make the sale, and they live in Livingston. The delivery fee for Livingston is $100, and they were already they weren't lowballing the price, but they were already they were asking for a lower price than our lowest. And the boss, the owner, was like, okay, just take it. If they do that cash in hand, that's fine. And then I thought it was going to be delivered in Modesto, so I was like, okay, if it's delivered in Modesto, I told him, I myself, personally, out of my own pocket, will cover your delivery. Which, if they live in Modesto, it's $60. And just to get that sale for my, the furniture store, I was like, I will cover the delivery. Then she goes, oh, but it's going to have to be delivered to Livingston. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So Livingston, my boss had already told me it's $100 delivery. So I said, okay. So I said, well, if you want this delivered to Livingston, it's $100 delivery. And I said, and I will still go ahead and meet you halfway. And I said, I will pay half of it. So this time I was actually not gonna do 60, I was gonna do 50. So then they were like, okay, so it's $1,050 out the door, paid in cash. And I said yes. And so I called the owner's wife and I was like, I don't want to lose these people. They seem really interested. They're gonna drive all the way from Livingston. And I said, I know that the delivery fee for Livingston is $100. I told them that I would pay $50 myself, just so that they could get the stuff. And the owner's wife was like, why'd you do that? She was like, and I'm just, this is a reason why I would not be able to ever have a business, because I would give everything away. It's just, I'm bad at businesses. I have an accounting degree and I have all of that, but to have a business of my own, I would give everything away. I'm just like that. She was like, why would you offer to pay for half of the delivery? And I'm like, I told her I didn't want to lose the customers, right? And then on top of that, I already felt guilty that I didn't go to work that day. And so I was just like, and she was like, okay. She was like, okay, well, I'll wait for them here. And she's like, and I will talk to Don Miguel about that delivery fee. And I'm like, oh. And I really am going to pay them that $50 fee. Even if they tell me that I don't have to, I do want to pay them that fee. Because, that's gas on the truck. And that truck is a big truck. And just $50 is going to be enough to get the truck going to Livingston. And then on top of that, you have to pay the delivery guys. So I'm still going to pay them that $50. Even if they say it's okay, we'll just deliver it for $50. I don't, but then again, I don't even know if a sale went through. Even though afterwards, the girl was like, yeah, well, thank you so much for your help and everything, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so right now when I get to work, I'm going to find out if anything was sold. And then I have a bunch of other questions for other people. I have somebody coming in at 3 to check out a living. Everybody's like into living room sets. I think everybody during this quarantine has totally worn out their couches, so they're like in major need of new living room sets. And so I'm here at work. I stopped taking the antibiotic that the doctor prescribed, because to feel dizzy and nauseous and have vertigo and losing my appetite, I was like, hey, this is not a bad thing. But if it was just that, I'd be okay with it, because hey, Lord knows if I miss a couple of meals, I'm not gonna die. But oh my gosh, they're already there. I'm usually the first one here, and now they're there already. But I didn't take that medication this morning, and I feel fine. Took a nice long hot shower just to get ready, and I have this mesh on my finger, and now I'm here, and hopefully we got some sales. And the boss's wife ordered a wireless wireless keyboard and mouse, because I always bring my own wireless keyboard and mouse from my Mac, because I don't like to use theirs because it's just a lot of wires. So she liked it and she ordered it, and it arrived yesterday, so I have something for her. Anyway, hope you all have a great day, and stay cool, at least if you're in California. It's gonna get real hot today, so Talk to y'all later. Make sure you hydrate.